Hello and welcome! My name is Akira and this is my Let's Play series of Hearts of Iron 4, where we are playing the Historical Reich. Germany played as historical as possible at the start of the game. Well, at least as any war efforts are concerned. We are probably gonna do Anschluss now, rather than wait until March 38. And we have some infantry here, let's have them join one of the lines. Anyway, now that we have plenty of infantry, I think I'm gonna go down and to produce only 5 infantry divisions, so we can concentrate a little bit more on producing tanks. I'm gonna use one of them for catching up with this anti-tank, and then we're gonna go and produce some more light tanks. Actually, I think I might actually want that on motorized, because as you can see, we only need about 3 times that, and they're not have 3-time production now, so yeah. And that means we need some more. We don't need more rubber, we need less rubber, but we do need more tungsten. And more troops to join the front. Oh yeah, I forgot. We actually do need to train all of our infantry again, because we added that. Amelia Earhart disappears. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, the first woman to complete a solo flight across the Atlantic, had disappeared, along with her navigator Fred Noonan, near Howland Island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The two were attempting a flight around the entire world in their twin-engined Lockheed Electroplane when they vanished. A search for the missing aviator is now being conducted by the US Navy and Coast Guard, but there's little hope of finding them. Oh, but I was saying, we just added the anti-tank, which took some of the experience, because they weren't completely fresh, so it means we have to retrain some of our infantry to get them up to that status. And why you want to do that is, if you're trained, you get a plus 0% modifier, whereas if you are a regular, you get a 25% modifier to combat. And this is a flat bonus, this is not a scaling bonus, so you want to have them trained when you start the war. Let's just get you back to work. You two join down here. And you join here. Leadership purchase in the Soviet Union. Uncertainty has long reigned in the Soviet Union. While details are scarce, there has been a series of secret trials on the highest level, and both generals and ministers have disappeared from the public eye. The natural assumption is that some great conspiracy has been uncovered within the Communist Party, but no official statement has been made. In addition, the diplomatic reports we have access to indicate that evidence presented at these trials has been far from indisputable. Whatever has been happening, the structure of the Soviet High Command has changed irrevocably. Evidence of corruption inherent in communism. And this comes just as we did a treaty with the USSR. Oops. So anyway, this leads us to strategic air efforts. Could also have gone the way of air innovation, strategic air efforts, air innovation, rocketry, but we went this way so we could get the bonus for the tanks. Anyway, now we are gonna do Anschluss, get Austria into the fold. And we'll also get to modify our government, so let's just get that tank designer, since we're gonna use it soon. So we can choose between Porsche, which adds armor and hard attack, Henschel, which adds speed and reliability, Man, who adds reliability and soft attack. I think I'm gonna go with speed. I like just having really fast splits. So we have Youth, who can join there. And how are we doing? We have 3 tanks, 2, 3 tanks, 2. So let's just have them both. Both of you join down here. Soviet accepts German-Soviet treaty. Our negotiations with the Soviet Union have been successful. An agreement has been reached where our nation will aid each other in development of new armored units, with a possible extension to other research areas in the future. This treaty will be a stepping stone to the future. So this is where we get the time penalty gone from Panzerkampfwagen 3. which of course is the medium tank. So we're gonna produce this as soon as possible. And soon we have improved machine tools. So, well, let's just go for the Panzer III. So it should work. It should be no ahead of time penalty. Marco Polo bridge incident, which means that the war in China will start soon, and we have 3 dockyards. We're not quite done with this research yet, so just add them to these guys temporarily. Let's just produce some more destroyers and U-boats. And the nice thing with naval yards is that they don't have production efficiency, so you can just change them around if you want to. Our navy is shaping up to be pretty okay. 2 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 7 light cruisers, and 17 destroyers. Not too shabby. So, delay doctrine. Let's just continue on with some elastic defense. And what do we want to do here? Do we want to go for carriers? Or do we want to go for something else? I kind of want to get some of these support companies done, so let's just start on those. Join down there. How is production going? So now we need about 4 times as many of these, but we're producing 3 times as many, so again, could use some more production down here. Probably also need to move the factory up here. But the Scharnhorst class research is finished. So let's do Marines, because I need them for invading in Norway and Denmark later on. And then start the production of some Scharnhorst class battleships. And we're just gonna take 2 naval yards for each, I think. And then we need to buy some more chromium. And where do we want that from? Get it from Japan. Let's just get it from Japan. You join up here. And you join up here. And modify government again. So now we are down to adding military staff. And we want Erwin Rommel to be one of our military high command, because he gives Armor Division attack 15% and Armor Division defense 15%. That's just huge. They have a lot of attack to begin with, and then adding 15% on, very nice. Soon we will have a new couple provinces down here. So the part of the Vienna Award, part of the Vienna Treaty, I guess, was that Germany and Austria wasn't allowed to combine, but we don't really care about that. So this is still part of rectifying the Treaty of Versailles. Sorry, not the Vienna Award, the Treaty of Versailles. Anyway, repeated uprisings in Austria clearly show that the people there long to be united with our Reich. It is now time to take action and allow the will of the people to be made manifest. The Anschluss of Austria. After a successful coup d'etat by the local Nazi party in Vienna, German troops have crossed the Austrian border and taken control of the country. No fighting has been reported, and the German soldiers were greeted by cheering crowds in the cities. In a speech before the massive crowd at the Heldenplatz in Vienna, Hitler announced the Anschluss of Austria, annexing the country into Germany. The oldest eastern province in German people shall be, from this point on, the newest bastion of the German Reich. Of course, Hitler was from Austria, so makes sense. Japanese build on Chinese border. Following the Marco Polo incident, Japan has not let down their pressure on the Chinese border. In conjunction with aggressive Japanese rhetoric speaking of terrible retaliation for China's refusal to cooperate, a renewed war between Japan and China seems more and more likely by day. The diplomatic situation will soon reach a boiling point. Japan has expressed no interest in diffusing the situation. So, we finished Anschluss. Let's go on. Let's get some strategic air efforts so we can go and get that extra research slot. Oh no, it's animations we can go directly for, that's right. Which gives us research bonuses on battlefield support doctrine, which is the one we're gonna go for. It gets us some air experience so that we can produce a better fighter once we get to the next level fighter. We could even do a better one now. And it also gives us bonus for radar technology, so let's just do this. And then we want to look at the different soldiers down here. First off, we don't want any horses, so you're going to be infantry. And then you're going to join up here. And then we take all of the infantry here. We also want you to be the German type infantry. And you're also going to join up there. And the same goes for the mountain troops here. We want you to be the German type, the Gebirgsjägerbrigade. And you're just going to join, well, you join up here so you can train as well. So we just got a bunch of new troops from having them join, which takes us to 730,000, so... And the war has begun, and we have extra military factories from that, of course, so let's add a couple there. Let's add... I don't think we need to add here, so let's just add to this production. Yes. And let's start producing. We'll soon have to produce some more factories, so I want a round of military factories, I think. And I'm building them over here because they are less likely to be bombed in the case that we are actually getting maybe a little bit too much. Let's just start with a little bit fewer. Let's start with 6 and then we can see what's happening after that. Anyway, let's send some troops over to Japan. Let's see how many troops we can send. We can send 4. So let's have Rommel break out. You 3 go there. You get 1 extra tank division from here. And then Rommel, you take control here. And you get another commander, you get Heinz Guderain. And Rommel, you go to Japan. You'll be happy about that, Japan. I think I usually win. I've played Germany a couple times now in single player, and I think I usually end up helping the Japanese to win the war quicker than I win it myself when I'm playing Japan, just because Rommel is just as good, along with some Panzer IIs. Let's get on and get the MP so we can start producing them. I would like to start producing them ahead of time so we don't get too much partisans. Let's get the aircraft designer. And what do we want? We want Messerschmitts for more agility and more max speed, which helps out with protecting against the big air force from the Allies. And we have arrived in Japan, so let's get over there. We want a front line here. We want to go towards Beijing. Let's just go to speed 4 while they're moving. Oh, by the way, I forgot to stop training on all of these guys. No reason to spend equipment on that. So they, even if they can't get any more XP, they keep on training because it still gives army experience. So with that in mind, actually, let's add some maintenance companies to these Panther divisions. So Rommel, you are completely prepared. Let's just give you a little chance to get a little bit more organization. Go down to speed 3. And attack. And of course here we are having 4 Panzer divisions attacking 1 infantry. That's probably it. But it's so annoying. Japan can never really seem to get air superiority against the Chinese. I don't get it. We have air support, but we don't have air superiority. Or they have support, yeah. Which is really annoying. And no, we don't want you to attack down here. Hold that attack. Attack that instead. And you also attack that. I think we have a little bit more against us, but we are still German Panzers. Just adjusting the borders to make sure that he follows my plan more exactly. And now they're just doing support attacks because they are probably because they're getting attacked over here. So usually what ends up happening when I help out Japan is that I help them take Beijing, then I go down, let these two pockets mix up, then I go down, take Nanjing, and by the time I take Nanjing, Japan has lost Beijing again. It's really annoying. So this attack is gonna take... What happened there? So this attack is gonna take some time, of course, because they have a whole lot of divisions in here. And we're not using the entire combat width yet. Just make sure that I think everyone is already attacking or helping attack. Let's go to speed 4. But of course they're running out of organization and soon will actually win this when they start leaving Beijing. Big problem for the Chinese, of course, is that they don't really have enough equipment to start with. Although I'm not sure, of course, if they've caught up at this point. So now we are turning this around and we are actually winning. Of course we are, because of German Panzers. So just look at the attack we have to pull in relation to theirs. Like, we often get above 100 and they have like maybe 20, 30. At the same time, our defense is actually sort of comparable, but we definitely have more hard attack, although they aren't really that hard. But yeah, the soft attack of these tanks is just winning this war for us. But I'm really annoyed that they have air support, air superiority. Because Japan could easily have that. It's not that like China have that many planes. And because we aren't in faction together, I can't even station my planes over here to help. So let's get Armored Spearhead, Blitzkrieg, which gives extra breakthrough and organization for my tanks, and the Tactic Blitz, which we definitely need. From now on, I'm just gonna go down the tree here. So So, German military mission to China. Germany has enjoyed good relations with China since the end of the previous Weltkrieg, despite the loss of our Chinese possessions. A German military mission has been present in China for a number of years, and Alexander von Falkenhausen has made great progress in reforming parts of the Kuomintang, I can't say that well, Kuomintang army. This is naturally of some concern to the Japanese given their present war against China. They demand the immediate withdrawal of all German support for Chinese. And we are of course gonna do this because we don't want China to get better and we want to be friends with Japan. But Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. Speaking to the Italian population along the Dalmatian coast, Benito Mussolini has announced that Italy fully considers Italian-speaking territory in Yugoslavia to be a rightful part of Italy. An official statement backed up by the claims, making it clear that Italy is preparing to take the territory by force if need be. So they're going a slightly unhistoric route here. I hope that won't bite me in the ass. Let's go for rocketry. This will give us some bonus for rocketry later on, way later on, but it leads to our extra research slot, which is pretty important. But with that in mind, it is time that I end this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Hope to see you in my next episode, and until then, have a good day.